Hey guys, about Star Wars. I'm just reading now an article on the StarWarsNewsNet.com website or blog, whatever you want to call it. A report or rumor that Lucasfilm might have up to 10 Star Wars titles in pre-production and on the slate of upcoming films. Now, in the article, it says that this might be a rumor, and to take it with a grain of salt. And this was, by the way, reported by Daily Mail, so British tabloid press. Who knows? But if it's true, then I would say that please, oh please, wait a minute and see how the anthology films, or whatever you want to call them, the Han Solos and Rogue Ones and so forth and so on, will do and are doing in movies until you start making even plans for up to 10 more movies, because this is, in my mind, this Star Wars thing. I might be the only one. Hey, I'll give you that. And if I'm the only one, then I'm fine with it. But still, the fact that even that there's a rumor going around that Lucasfilm is planning maybe 10 more Star Wars movies, which means, of course, that Disney is planning them as well, because Disney is the parent company here. So, but as I was saying before, oh boy, I would hope that they would put on the brakes now and wait, maybe until Rogue One is in theaters, and maybe even until Episode 8 is on theaters, to see how this hype that was surrounding Episode 7, okay, how it might continue, because I really think that for Episode 8 there might be a hype still, of some sort of a hype, at least, of course. But if that's bad, uh, uh, if that's a bad movie, or if that's an average movie, then in my mind, it would create a problem for Lucasfilm if they have like many movies in pre-production, or on the slate of upcoming movies, in that the pace of Star Wars movies that are now coming out every year is getting a bit hectic. And of course, it's Star Wars, so I get that. I'm cool with it. And by the way, as a side note, I will be the first one to go and see them. But still, it's getting a bit hectic, and I hope that they gonna keep it on track, because I don't want Star Wars becoming the same kind of franchise that, unfortunately, like, say, James Bond movies have come now, or even on a smaller scale, like Indiana Jones movies, or some of those like serial films. And I don't want that to happen to Star Wars. I'm too big of a fan for that to happen. So really, if they are really planning 10 movies, then I would like give them advice to hold until Rogue One and the Han Solo movies are well on their way, because keep in mind, guys, that we don't know that much about Rogue One, okay? We know that there's a movie called Rogue One coming up, and there's been some footage of Rogue One shown in a Disney shareholders meeting. And this morning, or today, actually, not this morning, but later today, I saw some footage that was said to be of that material that was shown to the shareholders in the shareholders meeting. But and the trailer, which by the way should come out pretty fast if they wanna get people excited, especially those people who don't know what's Rogue One, because for me personally, I have known about this movie now for 6 months, thanks to my greatly um, admired movie show that I'm watching, that I admire so much, called Collider Movie Talk and Collider Jedi Council, and especially Mr. Mark Ellis and those guys there, and Christian Harloff. So those guys have kept people that follow those shows very well up to date on the movies coming up. But keep in mind that movies are generally made to the general public, and if the general public doesn't have enough time to get aboard on this Rogue One stuff, because it's completely different than the saga movies, the episodes 1 through 7. So Disney and Lucasfilm have, in my view, very hard road ahead of them to like tell people that what is Rogue One, what is Han Solo movie, what is the Han Solo movie about, because they are not connected, or they are some ways, I misspoke. They are some ways connected to the saga films, but they are not the saga films, so they are different. So they really have some very let's say busy times ahead of themselves of telling people what these films are all about, and then getting the marketing going, because that's not an easy thing to do. So I really do hope that that Disney and Lucasfilm don't mess this up, and that these movies that we are gonna have, be there 10, be there 15, be there 20, that they are gonna be excellent and nice and well done. But I don't know. These kind of rumors, get me on my back toes, so to speak, all the time, because they just rebooted the movie franchise of Star Wars. Because let's be honest, let's forget episodes 1 through 3. Those movies were crap in my mind, so let's forget those. So they had to reboot the franchise, and they did that very well with episode 7. So let's not get ahead of ourselves there, Lucasfilm and Disney, because if you do, then you mess this up, and then Star Wars, in my mind, would be in big trouble, and I don't want to see that happen. So really, concentrate on making these upcoming films, like Rogue One, Episode 8, Episode 9, Han Solo movie, good, before you consider making 10 more. So that's it. What I have to say. Have a nice evening, guys. See you soon.